All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's that time to get a step in the ring with the greatest tag team in podcast history. Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW podcast, hosted by Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And finally, we're able to fucking work without technical difficulty.
I mean, everybody has technical difficulties.
No. We shouldn't, though, because we are the greatest tag team in podcast history.
Well, I mean, the Super Bowl halftime show had issues with their sound.
Ooh. Is it because Justin Timberlake was singing? Because that's a technical difficulty.
I don't mind Justin.
I'm not a big fan of Justin Timberlake.
If I had to listen to anything pop, I prefer it to be Justin.
I don't like Justin because of the pop music.
No.
I like him like when he does Saturday Night Live and his skits on like The Tonight Show and stuff like that. He's very funny.
Some dick in the box.
I don't know. I just never really got into fucking pop music, and ever since the song "Sexy Back," done.
Yeah.
Anyways, this isn't a music podcast. This is a wrestling podcast, and we are here. We are finally recording. We're finally back after taking off last week because of the hellish storm that we had here in the Midwest.
Yeah, it was pretty fucking crazy out here last week. Driving home from work or driving anywhere, really.
Yeah, Thursday night was. I mean, it was weird because Thursday night when I was driving home from work was a very difficult kind of. It was a bad drive. I mean, I was on the highway going 35 miles an hour, and there were 5 lanes of traffic. Which, if you live in Illinois, you know that 294 is not a 5-lane road.
Yeah,
but it kind of was when cars were making their own fucking ways. But what sucks is like Friday. I mean, Thursday night wasn't even the worst of it. It was Friday,
right?
So I wasn't able to make it to work on Friday. People understood. A lot of people didn't make it. But again, this isn't a podcast about work. This is a podcast about wrestling.
I mean, we're easily sidetracked.
We do. We sidetracked ourselves
all the time.
Yeah, always. But we got to stay focused. Got a couple things to talk about here. One of the biggest things I'm excited to mention before we jump into the indie show coming up that we're going to talk about, a little bit about the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view and also the Hall of Fame, is hopefully, knock on wood. I don't want to knock on wood because I don't want the sound to go through. But anyways, mentally knock on wood. Beginning of March, we should be able to receive our wrestling boxes.
Unboxing the boxes.
We're unboxing the boxes, both from WWE Slam Crate and that wrestling club.
Ooh.
So I'm super excited for that. And who knows, maybe down the line, we'll look at getting, maybe another box or something like that. Opening these boxes is not, who has a better, box, who has a better offer, and stuff like that. It's just focused on the fact that we like wrestling merch.
Oh, I mean, and in our size.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, we get to choose these shirts, so it's pretty cool. And if you guys ever wanted to get a wrestling box or anything like that, you can go to thatwrestlingclub.com and sign up for theirs. I think there's still time to get to register for the March box. You can also go to Slam Crate and get theirs. I think you can always register for theirs. I think you can always subscribe to theirs. That wrestling club only gives you a brief window.
Really?
Yeah. Now I'm not entirely sure because I know that I subscribed late. Because the 11th of the month is when you can subscribe for that wrestling club.
Okay.
But it only gives you a small window. If they have any leftovers, they may reopen again. So I'm praying that I got the wrestling box with the autographed Braun Strowman Pops figure.
Ooh, Braun!
So, and I don't even care if it's signed or not. I just love Braun Strowman, and I think he'd go great with my collection of Pop figures. Just like the Pop figures that should be coming hopefully soon of Finn Balor and the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase. So I'm really excited for those.
Man, oh man.
So I can add those to the
collection. It's going to be popping off in here.
Oh shit, so much popping. Yeah. That's who we are.
That's who we are.
But yeah, so if you want to try getting WWE Slam Crate, you can either buy 1 box, you can buy 3 boxes, you can subscribe to all 6 boxes. It's an every other month one. So Wrestle Club is every month, but WWE Slam Crate is every other month. And if you want, you go to our Facebook page, click on the link there for the WWE Slam Crate. I think I posted maybe about a week ago, so you have to go back a little ways to find it. But if you click on that link and you want to sign up for a box, you can save $5 on your first purchase.
Nice.
So it's pretty cool. I mean, if you want to give it a shot, they have shirts from small up to, I believe, 4X for both boxes that we have coming in. So definitely some awesome shirts. I'm super excited to see them come in. I try to look at the spoilers for it. I think the T-shirt and the Wrestle Club maybe a Bobby Roode shirt.
Ooh, glorious!
And it says "glorious" on it, so I'm really excited for this box.
I've had other boxes like that, but I've done them for, just pop culture, comic books and stuff.
Yeah. And that's what they originated with.
Yeah.
It's.
I'll tell you, the T-shirts that you get from there, if they use the same companies as those other, they last, man.
Mm-hmm.
I still wear those shirts I got 2-3 years ago. Granted, there might be a hole or two in them. That's because I wore them all the time.
Yeah.
They don't shrink or anything like that. You
I'm
selfieing during
I'm Snapchatting, yeah.
Snapchatting during the podcast.
Hey, tell you what, here, we'll do this. Oh, wait, there we go, right? Right? Oh, there's a glare, but we'll get this. There we go. Yeah, see, right?
I look bald.
Mid-recording. Yeah, that glare coming off of that. A mid-recording Snapchat.
Oh, my God.
Man. If you guys wanna find us on Snapchat, get a hold of us and we'll send you the we have a Snapchat, right?
Yeah, we have Snapchat.
What's our Snapchat handle? Do you remember?
Pretty sure it's JFW Podcast.
JFW Podcast? Yeah. Add us on Snapchat, JFW Podcast. We'll send you some shit.
Send you some shit.
Not like literal shit, because we're not sick people, but some stuff.
I do have friends who every once in a while I get a bowl full of poo I get sent to me after what they've eaten the night before. But
yeah, well, I do have a Snapchat group called Poo Texters.
Ooh.
So but there's that. Anyways, yeah, so I'm really cool. I'm really excited for the Slam Crates to come out. So we'll see how that goes. Did you find it?
Yeah, JFW Podcast.
JFW Podcast. So find us on Snapchat, but make sure you find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter as well.
Yeah, because we're not too active on the Snapchat.
But we don't have enough people on the Snapchat yet.
That's true.
This is new. We never really mentioned it on the show before.
Oh, this is absolutely true.
This is the first time. Maybe we'll even post it on. I see people post their Snapchat handles on Facebook. So
I did that with my own personal Snapchat.
Yeah, so we'll throw it on the group and everything. So yeah, we'll do that. Let's dive into an upcoming indie show that we have going on this week, which it's an indie show for, I'm going to say longtime friends of ours because we have known them for almost a year now.
I mean, this was the original indie show that we had started off with as one of our favorites. SCW, Southland Championship Wrestling. We've seen these guys at least half a dozen times, if not more.
We would definitely see them more if our work schedule allowed for it.
Dude, this would be the show we always would go see if we could get to it.
Yeah. Saturday's easy to make. Now, Fridays, a majority, I'm going to say about 75%, maybe even 80% of their shows are Friday nights.
Right.
With my new work schedule happening, and maybe when your work slows down, we eventually both have that Friday evening off. Yeah. We can maybe start making them more. And I know President Keats would love to see us again. I know some of the wrestlers would love to see us again. I'm not too sure if Lee Payne would be happy to see us. But I'm really excited to get back there and meet the Prophet.
Oh, yeah. See where he's
how
far he's gotten.
Because I know we discussed it. We actually talked with him at the wrestling school when he went through the wrestling school, because SCW does have a wrestling school. I guess I keep saying that. Yeah. So it's down in Bourbonnais. I can't remember the name of the school. Genesis Fit You. So it's right off that. If you guys want to be a wrestler, you guys want to go to school, just go to Southland Championship Wrestling, message them saying, hey, I want to be a wrestler. They'll send you the information. I believe that they'll train you to be a wrestler. They'll train you to be a referee, an announcer. I think they train you to be in the business, not just wrestling itself.
Right.
So it's pretty cool. We checked it out.
I mean, the trainers are very, very thorough. We got to witness a class, and they worked these boys.
It was really cool.
I mean, because we were talking about, maybe we should do this if we saw. I was like, maybe we should get in shape first before we try doing this.
We will start doing that when we could climb the 7 steps to the second floor of my house without losing breath. So yeah,
both of us pause.
Right. But you know what? Yeah. But to kind of change the subject again real quick, on the note of losing weight, I told you about this weight loss journey I'm on and everything. I do a lot more through this freaking show because this is a wrestling podcast,
right.
But to date, I am down 31 pounds.
You can see it in your face,
right? It's like I don't need to have the beard to cover all 4 of these chins.
See, I don't know, because I barely remember Travesty without a beard.
There was a picture I posted.
I saw that.
Gross.
Yeah,
it was really funny.
I commented.
I saw that.
naked mole rat.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, it was still sexy, but gross sexy.
It was definitely young Travis.
Yeah. Like, you'll definitely go to bed with him, but you'll regret the next morning that you did, kind of thing.
Well, what about the picture of the both of us together with no facial hair, no long hair?
Oh man, that was youth.
That was
right.
I believe that was on our way to a SmackDown show.
SmackDown or Raw, because we went to 2 shows.
Yeah, we went to a couple different shows.
Yeah. I think no, I believe it was I think it was Raw. I'm pretty sure it was Raw.
Usually that or a house show.
Yeah, it depends. I think when you, me, Liz, Becca, and Tim, shout out to Liz, Becca, and Tim, that was Raw. That was definitely Raw. So I think the other one we went with Alicia, Liz, and somebody else.
Might have been Becca.
Was it Becca? I thought it was like maybe like a boyfriend of Alicia's. It don't matter.
Yeah,
I think it had to be one of it. It was one of the two. But either way, the point is we don't go to enough of them.
No. We don't.
But I'm okay with missing WWE shows. But we need to get more more not only more SCW but more independent shows to begin with. So if you guys are listening out there and you know of an independent show that you want us to check out in the within an hour of the Kankakee area, let us know. We'll go down there. I know there's a couple coming up. I know Danville has a few. I know Midlothian out in Indiana, Joliet,
Godly, which I think we were talking about going back out to Godly again.
I would, if anyone out there works for Northern Light Pro Wrestling out in Godly, let us know if you guys want us to come back out. I would love to sit down and talk with you guys again. So yeah, just give us a shot. Let us know what your next show is, and
do some interviews maybe.
Yeah, do some interviews, talk with some people. Yeah, it'll be absolutely fun. And the thing is, like, we do this, like, it's like when we talk about SCW tonight or on this episode, they're not paying us to do it.
No,
we're doing it out of the love of wrestling.
Just pure wrestling love.
That's right. You know what I don't love? Cold coffee.
I don't like coffee at all.
I love coffee, but this was hot when we tried to start recording an hour and a half ago.
Well.
So, anyways, SCW Rampage is the name of this. Yeah. February 23rd, 2018. It is out of, I think it's the Monee location. Let me double check real quick here. Let's see here. Crap. See, this is what happens when you're unprepared.
That's all right. The first match on the card, though, we see, was that Xander or Xavier Cross versus Angus McDuff.
Yeah, which I'm really excited for.
Really familiar with both of those athletes. Angus McDuff was just, I think, a little more of a hard hitter than Xavier. Of course, we haven't seen Xavier in a while.
I'm really excited for it. I'm hoping real quick. This is at the Second Place Church in Monee.
Okay.
So it's out in Monee.
It's a nice venue.
I heard you actually were able to catch a show out there.
I've caught 2 shows out there with them.
Oh, that's right, because you went to the Halloween one as well.
Yeah, went to the Halloween one. I brought my buddy The Fitz with me, and he dressed up as the Anvil, Jim Neidhart. Yeah, who
I'm gonna bring up later on when we talk about the Hall of Fame. But I'm really excited for this match because I'm hoping that if, depending on how this match goes, I would love to see kind of a feud between these two guys because you have Angus McDuff, who's he's the Irish beer drinking, loudmouth kind of like guy, and you have Xavier Cross, who's the prophet. It's almost like a purity, like good versus evil kind of thing. Heaven versus hell kind of thing. I would love to see this not only be like this match happen, but I would love to see like a series of matches, like a story, a story with these guys.
We like we said, we've been out of the loop, so there could be something there already that we don't know about.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I know this is the first time Angus is going to be at a show in a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know he's getting back into the swing of things and stuff. I know he used to be a wrestler, a while back. I think last year's where he started kind of like getting back into it.
He is a bit of a veteran. It's veteran versus rookie, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think Xavier facing these veterans work.
Yes.
He faced the Outlaw
right
in his debut match, took a loss, but it's those experiences. If you stick him with a newcomer some day, he's not going to learn the right way to he's not going to learn a right way to win a match. But I think with putting these veterans in there and everything, especially like with Angus and Outlaw, excuse me, and all that, I think it's going to benefit him the most. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, hate to admit it, we have been out of the loop right now. I don't know if Xavier have a win under his belt yet.
I'm not.
I know. We can be honest about it. We've been out of the loop, and
we're totally out of the loop.
Yeah.
But SCW is still probably one of the best shows to go to around.
Well, their last show was in October, right? October, right?
I think they took January off. I think they had one in December.
Did they have one in December?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, SCW, President Keats, if you're listening.
If you're still the president.
Yeah. We apologize for not having all the information. But we're going to change that. And I promise you that we will be more involved in SCW, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not.
That's right. Right. I don't know. I don't want to do any predictions on this stuff because like I said, we don't know what's going on with it. But we just at least talk about the match card. And this match card, if you guys don't want to listen to us, which who wouldn't? It is on their Facebook. You just got to go to Southland Championship Wrestling, go to their events, pull up SCW Rampage. The list is there. So follow along with us if you like. You can pause right here and pull it up. I'll wait.
We're seriously waiting? They can pause us.
They won't pause.
They won't pause.
They won't. Okay. You should have it up by now. That quick. All right. The final match is Christopher St. Michael taking on Chris Miller.
Now, Chris Miller, we do know.
Miller time?
Miller time.
Yeah, he gave us a beer.
He gave us a beer.
First show we went to, he gave us a beer.
Yeah.
I mean, it was Miller Lite, but you're a Miller Lite fan.
I'm a Miller Lite fan.
I'm not a Miller Lite fan. But, I mean, I guess Chris Miller's a lot better than Chris Bud.
This is true.
Or Bud Miller. What? Oh, my God. If they fucking get a guy in there and his name's just Bud, they give a tag team. Bud Miller.
Oh, man.
Or the Light Guys.
The Light Guys.
The Light Guys.
Which way are you going to spell light, though?
It has to go Lite. It's nicer. It's different. So yeah, I honestly, and I forgive you if you're listening to this, I don't know Christopher St. Michael.
I feel like the name's familiar, but I can't place.
The name sounds familiar, but it doesn't sound like anyone I would have been like, oh yeah, that's him. No, it's just St. Michael sounds like a name that's been heard. I don't know who it is. So I apologize to Christopher St. Michael if you're listening to this. We're still, we're still getting in the groove of indie wrestling and everything. But I'll tell you what, we would know a lot more about Christopher St. Michael if he sent us a wrestling bio to put on our website.
That would be very, very true.
Right? Any of these wrestlers who we talk about, if you're discouraged that we don't know you, send us the information. Send us a bio to JFW
podcast at
JFW podcast at yahoo.com. And send us a bio, and we'll put it up on our website.
For free.
For free, absolutely free. It's no charge to you. You're not renting space. You're just making work for us, but we love doing the work. Well, it's work for me.
Yeah, it's work for you.
It's work for me, yeah.
And I haven't learned that part yet.
Yeah. Process.
It's
a process. So, yeah. So, Christopher St. Michael's taking on Chris Miller. I like Chris Miller. I see him as like a young Sandman.
That's young I was thinking like a Sandman Stone Cold Cross.
Yeah, I could maybe the only reason I think of him as Sandman because the first match we saw him in, he was taking on Andy Black in a street fight, and maybe because like when they were doing the street fight, he was just wearing jeans and shit like that. But yeah, like a just a beer drinking fucking kind of guy. I like Chris Miller. Like I said, I don't know Christopher St. Michael. I wish I could make this show next week, but I got wedding stuff I gotta do for my sister's wedding. So, but I don't know. I know they post some stuff on YouTube, so hopefully we kind of catch that stuff up.
Ooh.
So, following that, we got Xander Dawson versus Rough Crossing.
Rough Crossing we've seen before.
I like Rough Crossing.
And he's a brutal dude.
Yeah. Well, he's a cowboy, and that's why he's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Nice. Yeah. Rough Crossing.
Xander Dawson's name sounds familiar too, though.
Is he? He's not. No, he's not part of Rules of Wrestling.
I think he might be in the tag team.
Might be. Again, we would know if they sent us wrestling bio information.
This is very true.
So, I got a weird feeling that President Keith's gonna message us after this and be like, "Please don't mention us again," because I mean, I don't know. We're not really giving much information on it. But it's okay because we are doing our best we can with what we got. But no, I mean, Rough Crossing. I mean, let me ask you a question: if you compare Rough Crossing to anyone, who would you compare him to?
Like in the wrestling world?
Yeah.
Oh man, probably like in the Guns. Guns.
Yep, I was thinking, like old Bradshaw, the Blackjacks.
Ooh, yeah.
Or Barry Windham.
Barry Windham.
When he was in, you remember in WCW when they had that country stable with Kurt Hennig, Barry Windham, and they had that song "Rap Is Crap." You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Oh my gosh, I'm not saying because rap sucks. I listen to some rap music, but I want to bring up. Be like, do you remember who was in that stable, or do you remember what the stable's name was? Because I really can't.
Oh man,
we'll look it up real quick, and
yeah,
I'll move on to the next match here. So the next match after that is the Sheik versus the Sentinel. It's noted here as a special return match. I'm assuming the Sentinel is the one who's a special return because I know the Sheik's been there pretty much every show. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I love his pointy shoes.
The genie shoes?
The genie shoes.
I like the genie shoes.
I remember when I got over on him when we went to see, what was the Grand Park show we saw?
You talking about Godly?
No, Grand Park. You, me, and Chad went.
Oh, NXW.
Yeah. We really, I mean, that was our coming out there. I mean, we made that, we made that arena pop, man.
Oh yeah.
We were the guys.
we were the loudmouths.
Right.
I mean, you started it, and then I definitely followed along.
Yeah, no, that was fun. We got to get to SCW and get some chants going. But yeah, he heard me when I mentioned them shoes. I also loved when Cell Block heard us say "do it again" and hit the guy with the chair again.
Oh yeah,
hell yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Not to interrupt you. So Rap Is Crap is actually 15 years old this year.
Okay.
And it's sang by the West Texas Rednecks.
Nice. And then they mentioned who was in it.
Kurt Hennig, Barry Windham, Kendall Windham, Bobby Duncombe Jr., and Curly Hill.
Okay,
Bill.
Okay, so I know Bobby Duncombe Jr., Barry Windham, and Kurt Hennig. I didn't know Windham.
I know Kendall Windham, yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, see, it's like so that Southern boy country kind of thing I really like. But what's awesome is like he gives it more of a what the hell is that? I guess kind of a darker appearance to it.
Yeah.
So I like I said, I love Rough Crossing. But I also noticed kind of like as we went through these, except for the first match, but the following three, it's somebody we know against somebody who's new to us.
Right.
So, and again, I apologize for Xander Dawson. Your name sounds really familiar, and maybe we saw you wrestle before. But I think when we saw him wrestle, I think that was like the month where we went to like 3 different shows. So
yeah, there was some pretty.
But for 2018, we'll do our best to make better notes of the wrestlers that we see. But yeah, like I said, like I don't remember Christopher St. Michael. I don't remember Xander Dawson, and I don't remember the Sentinel. Is the Sentinel that big ass robot from the X-Men?
Well, yeah,
is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's what
the
it's
Sentinel.
called.
I know he's not in.
Yeah,
but that's the name.
I don't think he's hunting down mutants. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, right. He could be. Maybe the Sheik's a mutant. I don't know. So, but that's what they were called, right? But that started with a C, wasn't it? No. Was that okay? Yeah. Cool. Go ahead. You can do the next one.
So the next one we got is Joe Alonzo versus Da Cobra, which we've seen Da Cobra back since NXW. Really, I remember seeing him.
New Breed. I saw him. Yeah, I remember watching him in Buckley.
That.
Buckley and New Breed Wrestling Alliance.
He was always. I always enjoyed him.
I like the Cobra. You know, he kind of like he gives it all every time he goes out there. You know, he puts his body on the line and everything. I know he had a long feud last year with the Dark Horse. Remember, like they had like the 2 out 3 falls match.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So Joe Alonzo is unfortunately another one of those names that's new to me. It's just like don't remember these names. I'm hoping that the reason I don't know these names is because these are guys coming out of the school.
That'd be cool.
So fingers crossed, I hope. But they said, I mean, we could Google search it. I mean, we could do our we could do our homework on it. But I mean, it wouldn't be pure. It wouldn't be real. Right. I don't want to sit here and pretend I know people and start talking about Xander Dawson's accolades without knowing them. Through watching wrestling.
Well, that's been one of the mainstays of the show, though. This is where before I would read all the wrestling spoilers.
Yeah.
Now I don't.
Yep.
I don't read any spoilers. I make predictions fully based on my own opinion, and not. I'll read rumors of stuff that might happen or people who are coming back.
Yeah. But
as far as match results or what can it? No.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't a podcast where you get informative information. It's a podcast where we're bullshitting about wrestling, and this is I want this feeling to be like we're sitting at a bar just fucking bullshitting about this.
I think that's the full on thing that we were going for in the beginning.
That's what we're doing here. So yeah, I apologize to the 4 guys that I can't remember or don't know, but that can all be changed if you go to jfwpodcast@yahoo.com and send us a bio.
With a picture.
Yeah, definitely a picture. A picture you want to use. If not, I'm going to Google search, and I would hate to pull up the wrong person and put the picture up there. So make sure you send us a photo as well.
For free.
For free. All right. The next match, I'm curious on how it started. I don't know how this triple threat came to be, but you have Braun the Lumberjack, you have Jake Andrews with Uncle Charlie, and the Lunatic in a triple threat match, and the winner gets a shot at the champion, Ian Gager.
Ooh. Yeah. I like Jake Andrews for that win.
Is it because he's the young one?
Yeah, he's the young bald one.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the last time I saw the Lunatic, so it kind of shocks me he's back. I believe he got injured at the last show I was at. But that was back in October.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we look at this, I think Jake Andrews may be the most obvious choice. He's quicker, younger and everything. You got Braun and Lunatic. I mean, they're veterans. They've been there a while, but, can they keep up with the speed of Jake Andrews? Plus, you got Uncle Charlie outside. But the thing that's weird is, so you got the Family Asylum deal. These 3 guys are part of the Family Asylum.
Or at least were.
Yeah, so we don't know. We don't know because we can't make it to the Friday shows.
Right.
Now we can, though. Eventually. So I'm really cool to see it. I'm excited to see who's going to take this win and who's going to move on to take on Ian Gager because, any one of these guys definitely deserve a championship shot. And I'm happy that it's anyone but Rough Crossings and Marche Rocket because they've kind of been in the title picture for a bit.
Right.
Following that, I'm assuming it's going to be the main event.
The Patriots of Hope versus Elite Pain.
With Bobby Blues.
Bobby
Blues. And this is for the SCW Tag Team titles. The titles that Elite Pain became the first ever tag team champions to hold it in SCW. Still holding it today.
It's got to be almost a year now, right?
Oh, yeah, probably like 9. It's got to be at least 9 months. I know they had it. They had it at Halloween by that. They won it the first Friday, the first Monee show you went to. I want to say that had been like August or September, right?
I don't remember.
Well, we started this podcast in June of last year. I think we went to the July show, maybe the June show as well. I'm going to say 9 months. I'm going to throw 9 months out there.
9 months sounds good.
Yeah. Gio, if you're out there, let me know.
Gio doesn't watch SCW.
He can make a note of it. Of course he watches. Everyone watches SCW.
Actually, Gio changed his work schedule, so he wanted to go to the shows with us now.
Yeah, Gio, if you want to, get bestowed upon a great honor that some people cannot and hang out with us, we will let you. We'll even let you take pictures for us. But no, Gio, get hold of us, man. We'd love to meet up with you and go to these shows. I'll sign an autograph, whatever.
Or 3.
Yeah, 3. Whatever. Yeah. Patriots of Hope taking on Elite Pain. I like the Patriots of Hopes, but I'm more of an Elite Pain guy. I am an Elite Pain guy. Even though I don't think Elite Pain likes us, I'm more of an Elite Pain guy.
Yeah. Whether they like us or not, we show them the respect that's due.
Oh, that's true. That's true. We're not like Steve.
Not Steve.
Not fucking Steve.
Hashtag fuck Steve.
Hashtag fuck Steve. Whatever happened to Steve?
I see him. I got him on Facebook. I see him talking around every once in a while.
He never says anything to us. I mean, fucking he ran his mouth for a little bit, and then that was it. I think what it was, because he finally met us in person and knew to stop talking.
He met us in person to realize that we're two big dudes.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, there really is two of them. Yeah. Hashtag fuck Steve. That's the lineup you guys got going on. It doesn't look like the championship, the SCW championship is on the line, but the tag team titles are. And also to kind of note at the bottom here, Rulers of Wrestling, Sean Mulligan, Marche Rocket, they're all going to be there. And also Bama Dave from X Country 1065 will be a special ring announcer there as well. And they kind of note here, and I don't know if this is kind of foreshadowing, but they got a feeling that SCW will have a few surprises up their sleeves kicking off the new year.
Ooh.
So definitely give a check out to SCW next Friday, February 23rd. Doors open at 6, bells at 7, and that is at the Church of Monee.
The second place church.
Second place church of Monee. There you go. Where is that church, by the way?
It's kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Is it off of Harlem?
It's off that
Center Road.
You go down 50, and there's that bridge. You have to go up around that bridge.
Pauling?
I don't know what the fuck it is.
Google it.
Google it.
Google it. Google it. Okay. It was announced last week that Ivory is in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I kind of forgot about Ivory.
I did too. I felt shitty when she got in. Because my first thought was like, why? And then when
the video package is just amazing.
Like, that's why.
She's one of the original female wrestlers for Glow.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about Glow at all.
And she had done so much, and then she did the Right to Censor. And then I was like, oh my God, yeah, I do remember her now. And I feel shitty for not thinking she deserved it.
Yeah. For the longest time, with the Right to Censor, because I forgot that she did the Right to Censor. For some reason, I thought Molly Holly was the Right to Censor. I
think it was the haircut.
Well, yeah. Well, she had that pure and wholesome gimmick for a while, too.
Yeah.
So I think I'm assuming that's what made me think it was Molly Holly the whole time. I honestly forgot all about Ivory. I did. And I feel bad about it, Ivory, if you're listening, because I'm assuming you do. I apologize, I forgot about you, but congratulations for getting on the Hall of Fame. Joining Goldberg, joining the Dudley Boys and everything. But I mentioned I want to talk about Neidhart again, because I want to know when the fuck are the Hart Foundation going to go into the Hall of Fame?
I think they're not going to go into the Hall of Fame until Neidhart can prove he can be clean.
That's their fault. They're the ones that aired that shit on Total Divas.
Right.
Before Total Divas, did you ever hear anything about Neidhart abusing pills and smoking weed? Nope.
I have less problem with him smoking weed than I do abusing pills.
Yeah, but from our aspect, it's not a big deal. But the E aspect, that's the whole reason China's not in the Hall of Fame yet. Because if you Google China, you're going to pull up her fucking Night in China porn that she did with fucking X-Pac. And that's what it was. That's what Triple H said on the Stone Cold podcast. It's like there's wrestlers they want to put in, but they have to keep in mind that when they put them into the Hall of Fame, there are kids who are going to Google them.
Right.
And what's going to pop up when that happens? Like, I know they regret putting Sonny in there.
I bet they do now.
Yeah. It's like, what do you do? Do you say, hey, you're no longer in it, please send me back the ring? It's like with the Hulk Hogan thing. Obviously, if anyone in the world deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, it is Hulk Hogan. And that's why he got in there. But you can't sit there and say, no, you're not, no longer.
Yeah. You don't exist anymore.
Exactly. So, China is one I definitely think deserves to be in it. Vader definitely deserves to be in it.
Vader definitely deserves to be in it.
There's so many WCW wrestlers still out there, I think, that still need to get in. Like Vader. I'm going to call him WCW because of NWA. But, it seems like every year they're always putting a new guy from WCW in. DDP and Sting and everyone. They made it in. Even Hulk Hogan walked out, he made it in. Bret Hart made it in. Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. They went in, because, I think their careers were bigger in WCW than it was in WWE. But that was like the second time around, because obviously they both came from WCW before they came to WWE. With, Scott Hall being Razor Ramon, but before that being the Diamond Stud, and Kevin Nash, who was Diesel, he was Oz and Vinny Vegas, and
I saw the intro, one of his entrances for Oz.
that mask and shit.
Yeah,
that was.
Oh my god,
that's fucking weird. But I mean, the SCW did have their guys who deserve it, and then again this year with Goldberg. So Booker T.
Booker T is in there, yeah. But I mean, Booker T should almost be a 2-time Harlem Heat. Yeah.
I mean, if you do Harlem Heat, then you gotta put Big T in it too.
No, you don't.
You kind of do.
You kind of don't.
Yeah. Steiner Brothers.
Did they put draws in when they did the Road Warriors?
He was only there for a little bit.
It doesn't matter.
I guess if you... Yeah, I mean, they didn't put Heinrich in there. But the Steiner Brothers.
Steiner Brothers won't go in because Scott's a piece of shit.
I bet they go in.
You think so?
I bet they go in. I don't know when, but I bet they go in.
I bet they do go in, but Scott might die before they go in.
Oh, yeah.
You're not going to put a live mic on that asshole.
Why not?
I mean, it'd be good for ratings.
Can you imagine them both being up there and fucking, Rick Steiner's going, hur, 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 hur. And then Steiner's like, what did he used to say? Holla if you hear me. Where all my freaks at?
Yeah. Big Papa Punk's got the hookup.
Holla.
Holla if you hear me.
But Steiner Brothers definitely should be in. I'm gonna say
I'm not saying they shouldn't be in it. I'm just saying
I'm gonna say they're gonna get in by 2020.
2020?
By 2020. I'm gonna say by 2020, Vader, the Steiner Brothers, and China will all be in the WWE Hall of Fame.
I mean, it's a great possibility. I mean,
no, it's gonna happen.
I just don't see it happening.
It's gonna happen
For the Steiners.
It's gonna happen. Sorry, bro. It's gonna happen.
It's cool.
I don't know why you hate the Steiners so much.
It's not that I hate the Steiners. I'm just saying Scott Steiner's a liability.
No, dude. No. You're fucking belittling them like you did the Super Beard Brothers at Powerhouse. I mean, what do you have against great tag teams? We are a great tag team.
We are a great tag team.
I mean, what? Just because we're the greatest tag team in podcast history, the Steiners and the Super Beard Brothers, and yeah, I'll mention them in the same breath because they deserve it. But I mean, if you don't believe that, that's on you.
Way to set me up, Gary. The hell with all of them. How about that?
Who else? Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
He definitely should be in. But I mean, it's the Hart Foundation definitely, I think, deserves to have been in by now.
Owen Hart.
Yeah. Well, I see, and I keep hearing that the whole reason that Owen hasn't been inducted yet is because the wife doesn't want him to.
Well, I mean, he's got to.
It makes sense. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But I mean, like, what do you do then? I mean, like, if you sit there and you decide that you want to put the entire Hart Foundation in, do you put them all in but Owen? If the wife, if his widow, I guess to be the technical term now, says no. I mean, you can't put the Hart Foundation in there without Owen.
Yeah, fuck it. You just put him in there. I mean, what's she gonna do? Really, she can't sue you.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like,
I say if you get the okay from Brett and the rest of the brothers, put him in.
Yeah. Well, it was kind of like the whole thing with like Randy Savage. Like, when he was alive, he refused to go into the WWE Hall of Fame if his brother wasn't put in too. I mean, so the only reason that he got in, unfortunately, is because he passed away.
Right.
And his family was okay with it. Who else can you think of that's not in the Hall of Fame that should be?
Insane Clown Posse. And the Celebrity Wing.
That's dumb.
How's that dumb? They put Trump in there.
It's not dumb that you want ICP in there. It's dumb that they have a Celebrity Wing.
Oh, I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I will totally give you that.
That's dumb. I mean, like a recognition kind of thing. Yeah, that's fine. But why? I get it. Like the only reason they put Trump in there is because Trump was the owner of Monday Night Raw for a brief period, and he had a feud with Vince McMahon for WrestleMania. Fine. Why is he in the fucking Hall of Fame? Refrigerator Perry was in one Battle Royal. Why the fuck is he in the fucking Hall of Fame?
Right. But you got ICP who
Bob Uecker was a guest announcer once or a couple times. Why? Bob Barker. Why? You know,
Bob Barker is fucking hilarious.
There's a rumor that Kid Rock's gonna go in this year. Why? Just because he play some shows?
He played shows.
Yeah, plays a couple WrestleManias. Yeah. Not only that, he did the Undertaker's American Badass theme song. But if you go based off that, Limp Bizkit also did an Undertaker theme song. Okay, so if you're putting these guys in,
Disturbed for Stone Cold.
Yeah, and Motorhead for Triple H.
Now, see, Motorhead should definitely go in because Motorhead, I believe, performed a few times for Triple H's entrance.
Yeah, but even when you do that, then you gotta look at you're gonna put Creed in there because they did My Sacrifice for a bunch of promo plugs a few years back.
Fuck Creed.
See, what is their criteria for putting people in the fucking Hall of Fame?
I think it's just a matter of maybe if it's celebrity, they toss some money WWE's way. I don't know.
They just put names in a hat and fucking pull it. Cyndi Lauper went in a couple years ago, right? She had the whole thing with Lou Albano.
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah.
But why? Hugh Jackman gonna go in because he punched fucking The Miz?
Dolph Ziggler.
I mean, come on now. It's.
I think like if you get somebody, and this is the whole reason I say ICP is because they were in WWF.
Like
And then like ICP,
there's no justice in the world.
And they were in WCW. They were involved for a few months at a time, which is more than a lot of other. I don't care.
That's gross.
Don't care.
You also know an indie company, Juggalo Championship Wrestling,
which was pretty successful for a while.
Is this still around?
I don't know. I have not seen hide in their hair of anything.
Wow, I mean, I know they're around like when I was in Elite Pro Wrestling training school, because Corporal Robinson, who was their champion at the time, he came to Elite Pro a lot. I always thought they were still around. I don't know. Gio, if you know if Juggalo Championship Wrestling is still around, let us know. I don't like ICP. I don't like their music.
This has nothing to do with their music. They didn't do music.
Oh, you're absolutely right. It's just, I liked what they did in WCW. I don't remember their run in WWE. I don't like their music. I like the fact that they own a wrestling company and that they are fans of wrestling, that they, live out their dream to own a company. The Hall of Fame should not have a celebrity wing. It's just dorky.
No, I totally agree with you, but if that wasn't the question you had asked. You asked who should be in there. I said, if a celebrity wing, ICP. But if they can totally get rid of the celebrity wing as far as I'm concerned. I don't give a fuck about it. Yeah. It doesn't really matter to me if you put someone who's already famous for other shit in there. Mm-hmm. It's not going to do them any good. It's not going to bring the wrestling business any kind of super hype or anything like that.
Yeah. No, and you're absolutely right. I want to pull up the Hall of Fame real quick here. Like not this year's because we already know there's only 3 so far. Right. Because WrestleMania is April, obviously. It's the first week of April. So they got a couple more. They got one more month actually to announce any new ones. So, normally they induct about 5 or 6 people,
something like that,
every year. So, if you were to think logically, oh yeah, that was another thing. Like you were mentioning a rumor about Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah, they're talking about putting Jeff Jarrett in, but then there's also a rumor that Jeff Jarrett goes in. He's gonna have like a mini run in WWE, kind of like a invasion, TNA invasion or whatever, since we do have so many now Impact wrestlers coming to WWE.
Yeah. So they're going to try to ban all the Impact guys over. You're going to see AJ Styles, Bobby Roode, Eric Young get together and with James Storm, EC3.
That'd be a good way to pull in James Storm.
It would be a great way. I haven't heard too much about James Storm.
He's been doing some indie shows. But they usually do indie shows until... I know. Well, we're still talking about how it lived.
What?
I was thinking to myself.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Think to yourself on a podcast.
Yeah.
You fuck.
Yeah, you took selfies.
I did take selfies. I took a selfie with you, so it's not really
No, you took 2 selfies. One with yourself and one with me.
I deleted that one.
Oh.
Yeah. Jerk.
I feel special.
Yeah, you should. Fuck ass. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to run through here. I don't see anywhere. So we got the celebrity. Okay, I want to go through the celebrities real quick since I have it up front here. It looks like the first celebrity that went in was in 2004, which is Pete Rose. Following that was Refrigerator Perry, Bob Uecker, Drew Carey. I forgot that one. Mike Tyson, Donald Trump, Mr. T, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and Snoop Dogg. Calvin Brodus Jr.
Yeah.
So,
that's where they got Brodus' Clay named from.
Is it really?
Yeah, he used to be Snoop's bodyguard.
That's really cool.
So then to pay homage to Snoop, they called him Brodus Clay.
Mm-hmm. So, obviously with the WWE Hall of Fame, they have a Warrior Award named after the Ultimate Warrior. They had a couple people who accepted that. Connor the Crusher. I would feel so bad if I butchered that last name.
We'll just call him Connor the Crusher.
Connor the Crusher. Joan London won it the following year, and then Eric Legrand. So this guy, I mean, like watching his and obviously Connor is probably like one of the most inspirational in WWE. But to hear Eric Legrand's story and how like a simple tackle went wrong, and just and the fact that he still has so much spirit is absolutely amazing. So I'm glad that they had this Warrior Award.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I said, the celebrity thing, yeah, we can go back and forth on that all day. It doesn't make sense. Euchre is hilarious. I don't mind Euchre being in there. Fucking, at least Mike Tyson did some shit with them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we can talk about the celebrities a little bit. Okay, so what the fuck did Pete Rose do? He dressed as a chicken and got tombstoned?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, right there. Their appearances. WrestleMania was at fucking 14, 15, and 2000. Refrigerator Period. Participated in WWF vs. NFL Battle Royal. Actually, I think I'm going to go watch that Battle Royal.
I was like, I don't remember that.
WrestleMania 2. Bob Uecker, guest interview and announcer at WrestleMania 3 and 4. I remember him being choked by Andre the Giant. Okay, yeah. So why? Why is he in the fucking Hall of Fame? Was an entrant to 2001 Royal Rumble for Drew Carey. Mike Tyson is probably the most logical. Donald Trump hosted WrestleMania 4, WrestleMania 5 at Trump Plaza. Won the Battle of the Billionaires at WrestleMania 23. Briefly owned Raw in 2009. Don't know why. He's also the 45th president of the United States. So, WWE Hall of Fame has a president. So, just so you know.
One of my favorite memes has a picture of Trump and the McMahon family. And it says Stone Cold has stunned 75% of the people in this picture.
Mr. T headlined the first WrestleMania. Cole headlined the second. Made appearances and wrestled in WCW. Really? I did not know that. Starrcade 94? I'm going to watch that one too. So Mr. T, I can see being in there. Arnold Schwarzenegger, numerous appearances in WWE programming. I don't fucking remember that.
Oh, yeah. He knocked out Triple H one time.
Oh. Master of Ceremonies for the Playboy Bunny Mania Lumberjill match at WrestleMania. Yeah, there's an accomplishment. Accompanied Sasha Banks to the ring for her match at WrestleMania 32. Well, they're cousins, right?
Yeah.
Her uncle and niece.
I don't
cousin.
know what it is.
Family. Raw guest host in 2009 and guest star in 2015. Okay. ICP you see as being a celebrity that goes in. If I had to pick a celebrity, I would say Chuck Norris then. Because he was a special enforcer a couple times.
Well, see, that makes sense too.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is ICP makes more sense than some of these guys on here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think the only person who deserves to be in here is Mike Tyson, Schwarzenegger, and Mr. T.
Yeah.
That's it. We mentioned the Warrior Award, but they also have a legacy inductees. 2016, WWE introduced a new category for the Hall of Fame called the Legacy Wing. Inductees under the new category featured wrestlers from the early years of professional wrestling, primarily during the early parts of the 20th century. All inductees thus far have been inducted posthumously. Is that how you pronounce it? Posthumously?
Sure.
I'm going to pronounce it that way. And were recognized with a video package at the ceremony, which I think is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Mildred Burke, Frank got this guy's real name was Mildred Bliss. He should have just kept that. That's a woman. Never mind. She should have kept Mildred Bliss. Frank Gotch, George Hackenschmidt, which is an awesome fucking. That's his real name too. His real name is George with no E at the end. That's really fucking cool. Ed Strangler Lewis, Pat O'Connor, Lou Thez, obviously. But how I was gonna say for a minute, like, how is he not in the Hall of Fame like originally? But maybe he is, and we're running short on time, so I'm not gonna go through every single Hall of Fame inductee currently. Sailor R. Thompson, which is pretty cool. Martin Farmer Burns, one-time American heavyweight champion. There's 2 people in that picture though. June Byers, Haystacks Calhoun. Haystacks.
We were just talking about him.
We were just talking about him, man. Judy Grable, Dr. Jerry Graham, Luther Lindsay, Joseph Toulmont. Why don't you go ahead and read one?
Yeah. Rickard DeZolzin.
Yeah, right. And then Bearcat Wright. And then so far for 2018, we obviously know Goldberg, Dudley Boys, and Ivory. And we'll just, real quick, I'll just go with some accolades of each person. Goldberg is a one-time WCW World Heavyweight Champion, a one-time World Heavyweight Champion, one-time WWE Universal Champion, 2-time WCW United States Champion, one-time Tag Team Champion, 173-0 undefeated streak in WCW.
He was the first undefeated World Heavyweight Champion.
Yeah. You know what's impressive, though? Like, obviously, they mentioned how that 173 was not really accurate. So, Asuka, I think, has a better undefeated streak than he does.
That's fine.
Because they had a video package on Raw. He explained that, and I think that's really fucking cool how, not only is this Diva Revolution is, like, happening, not only are they having an Elimination Chamber match for women, they had the first ever Royal Rumble, the Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cell, Iron Man match, but they're showing that Asuka could run through the women's division just as hard as Goldberg did back in the day.
Think she's going to take a cattle prod to the chest, too?
They're going to do something. They're going to shoot her to put her down. I mean, it's just...
That'd be kind of...
Well,
that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah, right?
Someone comes out with a little, like, blow dart gun.
Dudley Boys are going in. 8-time WWF World Tag Team Champions. 1-time WWE Tag Team Champions. 8-time ECW Champion. 1-time WCW Tag Team Champion. Obviously, they have more than that, but these are WWE ones.
Worldwide, they're 25-time.
IWGP, what is the fuck?
IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, TNA Tag Team Champions. I believe the number is 25 Tag Team Championships between them. And
then, of course, the newest one is Ivory, 3-time WWF Tag Team, 3-time WWF Women's Champion, and 1-time Glow Champion. It's noted here that none of them have people decide to induct them. So, if you had to choose out of these 3 people, who would you choose, or who do you think would be the logical ones to induct these 3 people?
Goldberg,
yeah,
Kevin Nash,
okay.
Dudley's, Edge and Christian,
okay.
Ivory, what the fuck's his name? Steven Richards.
I agree with you on Steven Richards. That's one I was going to pick for Ivory. Goldberg, I was going to do Eric Bischoff because Bischoff's one kind of came up with the Goldberg name. And then the Dudleys, I was going to go Paul Heyman.
Ooh, I mean, I agree with your choices too. Shit.
Yeah. So, we'll see. I mean, hopefully they announce them soon.
Bret Hart for Goldberg.
Wouldn't that be a kick in the head? I made that joke last week. No, a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, it still works. Still valid. It's not like he's any better. So. Oh, God. He's probably stroking out about that one. All right. So, 2018 Royal Rumble, WrestleMania Hall of Fame, everything. It's all going to happen in New Orleans. April 6th is the Hall of Fame ceremony itself.
WrestleCon is at the same time.
Really?
In New Orleans.
Are we going?
I wish.
I know, right? There needs to be a wrestling convention out here somewhere. There has to be.
We'll look it up.
Yeah, we'll look it up. We were going to talk about the Elimination Chamber this week, but as it looks right now, there's only 3 matches going on. The Women's Elimination Chamber for the Women's Championship, the men's elimination chamber for the number one contendership for the Universal Championship, and then Nia Jax versus Asuka. I don't know if that's going to be the only 3 matches. God hope not, because that means there's going to be like an hour piece for each match, and how dare put someone through all that. So we'll have to see what next week brings.
The 2 chamber matches can easily last an hour apiece.
Yeah, well, I mean, it could. Any match could last an hour.
As long as it keeps you into the match, what does it matter?
Yeah, I would love to see AJ in an Elimination Chamber match. Well, he was last year.
Was he?
I'm going to have to go back and watch that. I think he was. I think he was in it, yeah.
How about the old days of Rey Mysterio climbing up on the...
Right. Who was the one that climbed all the way to the very...
Morrison.
Was it Morrison?
Pretty sure it was Morrison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But yeah, we'll talk about that next week and everything. We'll do our predictions and stuff. Hopefully we'll get predictions. If not, then, we'll figure it out. We'll get about it.
Either way, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, because next week I start my new work schedule and everything. We got to get everything figured out. And the best time for us to get together and record, I think we're looking at Saturdays, which is fine because then we could put the show out that Saturday evening. And hopefully people listen to our predictions before the pay-per-view and don't think that we're cheating. So.
I mean, you'll see when we post it.
Oh, yeah.
Time posted and what time the show is.
Fuck yeah. So let's do your pick of the week.
So I've still been watching Impact Wrestling. So they've changed things around, but one of the nice things that Impact Wrestling has done is they've now started to partner up with multiple companies around the world. Okay. So I went and I looked up Pro Wrestling Noah, which is relatively new. Started back in 2000. So you're talking 18 years it's been around. So I went and looked up a match, and it was Kenta versus Yuji Nagata. I mean, it's that, Asian strong style to the max. And here you're looking at Kenta, who's the young guy coming up at the time. This is back in 2013.
Okay.
And Yuji was the veteran. But, give it a worth a watch. Last week we didn't have a show. But last week I put up the barbed wire massacre match between LAX and OVE because it didn't air on TV because it was too violent. I don't know how, but there was no blood. But that's what I put up last week. OVE is kind of interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But
Pro Wrestling Noah.
Actually, Eddie Edwards became their first non-Asian champion last year.
The Wolves?
Yeah. They're not the Wolves no more.
Yeah, I know they're separated.
Yeah.
That's, well, now because of, what's that girl's name?
The Wives.
Angelina Love?
I think so.
Yeah. Awesome, yeah. So we'll post it up on Facebook and everything. I'm excited to check that out. I don't watch a lot of Japanese wrestling, New Japan, Pro Wrestling obviously is new to me too. So I definitely want to get in the swing of it. Awesome.
That's right. I try to, I haven't just picked all WWE or WCW. I try to look around.
Yeah.
Because the people need to know what else is out there.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And I know New Japan Pro Wrestling is on TV. I don't know what channel. I'll figure that out and we can talk about it next time.
I tried searching it and I can't find it.
And I have Dish, so.
Fucking good for you.
Also, Impact Wrestling has Austin Aries came back.
Yeah, you're telling me that he's
first night back, became champ.
That's probably in his contract.
Yeah,
hey, I'll come back, but I'm gonna be the champion for 3 years.
They're back to the 4-sided ring.
So sad.
It is sad. I like that they had the 6-sided ring.
Yeah,
but that's
for another day. We should make a all TNA show one day. Yeah. But yeah, make sure you check out the pick of the week and everything. It is up on Facebook every single week, following the upload of the podcast that we record for the week. Like I said, if you guys know of an indie show within the area you want us to go to, send us a message. Say, hey, you should check this out. You can message us on Facebook at JFW Podcast, or you can email us at jfwpodcast@yahoo.com. If you are an independent wrestler, if you're a friend of an independent wrestler, let them know that we do want to put the bios of the independent guys up on our website. Just a little little information about them, a picture about them, you know, stuff like that, because we want to help the guys out. So hopefully we can do the same for them. Contact us, you know, through Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter at JFW Podcast. If you have any comments, concerns, or if you guys have any questions you want us to answer during the recording. You know, I would love to sit there and do another Q&A episode. I would actually love to do one with Jay, since the only one we've done was the one where I was on myself. So I'd love to do another Q&A in the future where both of us can answer questions and both give our views and opinions. So if you guys have any questions, email us, message us, get the information to us. We respond back fairly quickly to you guys. We don't want you to sit around. And for people listening to this who want to be on the show, it's going to happen this year. I told you it's going to. I just got to figure out what's going on between the Skype recording and the audio recording I have on my system. Give me time. I will get it figured out. That it?
Time to ring the bell on this episode.
Perfect. As always, I am Travesty.
I'm Dizzle J.
And thank you for listening to another episode of Just Freaking Wrestling, the JFW Podcast.
Peace.